Hey Jonesy Babes and Anonymous Jonesy Babes, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday to you all. So you are listening to part 5 of Sacred Messages. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now this is April 1st, 2024. She said, wow, his story is effed up. I need 2 more people like him. The better to show how corrupt that office is. They weaponize the system. I'm moving my son out of Georgia. I'm glad he's never in Fulton County. As long as the office is black, it's a problem. Hope your prayers are received. Loved you. So she's saying because this office has black people working in it and the office is black, it's going to be a problem. See, this is... I can't stand her. So we're going to just keep continuing. He replied, good morning, I miss you. With a sad face. Good morning, love. Miss you. So he replied, heard back from the clerk today and my bond amount says $2 million, which means the DA literally added the same charge and bond to the previous one, which was apparently never dismissed in the system. That's a clear case of double jeopardy, as I'm being charged for the same exact charge, just separate dates of an arrest. I need you to hound Joe and Hannah. They are obviously aren't doing their job. I went from 1.3 million to over 2 million in bonds. How the F does that happen? My defense needs to address this and have it cleared prior to me going to court. And I also found out the judge's name is Brooks, which whom I'll be in front of on the 8th. Let them know that as well. But this is crazy. Shaking my head, I have a bond like a person accused of serial murder. Hell, some murderers have lower bonds. This is ridiculous. My bond is $2 million. She replied, wow, text me like you're talking to Doug. What you want him to do, I'll send it to him. What are you doing? That was her second reply. He replied, I'm just trying to process this ish because everything Doug told me seems to be untrue. They said they had my back, but every hearing the DA has been hitting me hard. The last bond hearing on the 11th of March, Hannah told the judge she was going to submit the bond motion that night and follow up with the DA. It didn't happen. If I can get his 9661 case off me, I'll be a little better. I guess he meant to say, if I can get this 9661 case off me, I'll be a little better. There isn't any evidence, but nobody is listening. How can you be in the same building as the public defender and the DA but won't communicate? She replied, bank records are coming, phone records too, proof where you were and when you started talking to her, plus her texting you, are you okay, is concerned for your well-being, not fear. Text messages can be retrieved even if deleted. I know it's hard, but still fighting for the truth to come out. Okay, so now we on April 2nd. He texted her, good morning, my love. Good morning, babe. Call me on 404. Nothing is wrong. Call again, 404. So I guess she wants him to call her on the 404 number. So he replied, send some new pictures of maybe will feel better today. I love you. I'm upset the way things are going. That's all, baby, and miss you at the same time. Sad face. Send some new pictures of May. Be well. I guess he meant to say send some new pictures. And Maybe we'll feel better today. I love you. Oh my God. Sometimes trying to like break down his writing or how he texts is crazy. But anyway, as long as she could understand it, it is what it is, because they both crazy. So she replied, okay, love, I will send you a pic. I miss you more. And of course, he's writing a whole book again. Send me pics of you in them headlights. Ooh, he want to see those us. What? Let me stop. He said, send me pics of you in them headlights. I need some excitement in my life. Sheesh. Feels like my manhood going through the ground. And make sure they're new ones. I will send the forward message to you in the AM because it's long and it won't go through tonight. I've got all my facts together for her to present in preliminary. There should be no reason why she can't deliver. It was good to hear your voice, but it irritates me that we can't speak how we want. Even if we wanted to make love on the phone. Ah! Hold on. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Wait a minute. He said, it was good to hear your voice, but it irritates me that we can't speak how we want. Even if we wanted to make love on the phone. Can't even do that. Laugh out loud. I want to be excited for the evidence, but it seems like it's being held up. So I'm just going to stay patient. And then I'm trying to figure out what moves you're going to make or who you plan to get the info to in order to get me released, because as you can see, the DA doesn't care about the truth, to be honest. You have a wonderful night though. Pics. So she said, good night, lover. Sometimes I don't care about YT in our business. It's our life. Us. You hear that, bloggers? You heard what she said? She said sometimes she doesn't care about YT being in their business because it's their life. It's them. So he replied, now this is April 3rd, okay, 2024. He replied, good morning, my love. I do understand. I love you. Good morning, handsome man. Love you. Okay. This is her again. Just left the bank. I should know something no later than tomorrow. It was information missing from form. Remember, let me know what you need, Doug, to know about court. State to Hannah in court not to concede to the charges. That computer was used. Where was the video stored in the computer? Date of download and date last open and IP address. That lack of hair and hand size does not determine age. Dismissal of all charges. Plus, what was the reason for the dismissal and new charge? What is the judge name? I'll write them. I love you. And this is her again. Peppermint Patty said a visit with you tomorrow. If you do not want to see her, just don't go out. Shaking my head. My visit is Sunday now. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back and revisit. Hold on. So she told him that Peppermint Patty set a visit with him tomorrow. If you don't want to see her, just don't go out. Shaking my head. My visit is Sunday now. So, of course, he replied with a book. Okay. Questions for a preliminary hearing if Ernest Williams had only a body warrant on July 6, 2022 from a previous investigation and was observed walking around a parking lot taking pics and videos of a prospective rental property. no longer operating the Ford F-359. When then, after his arrest, was the truck impounded, versus allowing Williams to have someone of his discretion come to recover the vehicle. Why was the vehicle searched after Williams was taken into custody? In the process of this improper search, what compelled Officer Fields to confiscate a laptop from the vehicle? How did the laptop relate to the executing the body warrant or relate to the theft by deception charge in which the warrant derived from? The vehicle did not belong to Williams as it was registered to someone else, correct? So how does any content found within the vehicle belong to him? How exactly did Officer Fields determine who was operating the vehicle if the windows were tinted, rolled up due to AC blowing during July, which is maybe the hottest month of the summer, while supposedly driving past on Pine Grove Road? Is Fields suggesting that she just recognized Williams from a glance in passing and decided to follow him? How was Officer whatever his last name is, I'm going to say Officer Y, conveniently on the scene in such a short period of time to pull behind the F-350 at the same time as Fields? Were these officers already surveilling Mr. Williams, placing them conveniently on Pine Grove simultaneously, or was it mere unintentional coincidence? So that's what he wrote to her, the questions. And then she said, I sent it to Doug. And of course she said, okay, Sonia again. I just woke up, miss you. I was watching the series last night. Lots of sex. It was good. And I sent it all to Doug. So she's saying that she sent all those questions that Ernest had said to her, texted her. She sent it all to Doug, and plus she wanted him to know, honey. She wanted Pigpen to know that she was watching a series last night and it had lots of sex in it. So you know she was feeling some type of way, honey. She probably was having one of those dreams again. But anyway, he responded, okay, I love you. How are you doing, my love? And how is your day going? Now, this is all Ernest talking, okay? I'll let you know when she pops back in. There are 3 paragraphs I sent. Make sure he gets them all. I also sent you the case supplemental report for the charge and circle the date, which is incorrect. Pull the report out so you can match up the information. My aim is illegal search and seizure. Which some of the questions are directed towards. I'm also down to my last $5. Laugh out loud. So, yeah. So, his aim is illegal search and seizure. Okay. Judge Brooks is the judge. And also make sure you inform Doug that this is all to be forward to Hannah tonight, ASAP. But let me tell you something. When Pigpen is focused on something and he wants something done, I could just, the way he's typing, I could just hear it in his voice. You know, he's saying it with so much authority and everything. Like he want her to do this, and that. And you know she's going to do it. Now, this is a very long, very, very long text. After determining the tag came back in Mrs. Strawberry's name, that was the initial traffic stop purpose have been. So let me run this back because I'm trying to understand what he's saying. So he said, after determining the tag came back in Mrs. Strawberry's name, what would the initial traffic stop purpose have been? Had Mr. Williams never exited the vehicle to walk the property lot of 1007 Alpharetta Highway? Is there a body cam cottage of this encounter? So I guess he meant to say, is there a body cam, not cam cottage of this encounter document? Is there a body cam cottage of this encounter document? What does he mean by I know he meant, is there a body cam? Does he mean coverage? Is there a body cam coverage of this encounter documented? Because he said cottage. So maybe he means coverage, right? Okay. Did officer disclose to Williams while he was in back of the patrol car that she was made aware of his warrant because she observed a black Bentley in the driveway of 980 Pine Grove Road, which she considered to be suspicious, and resulted in her running the plate on that Bentley? Any conversation during engagement in that patrol car would and should be recorded, correct? During the investigation, did investigators determine the laptop actually was owned by Williams at any point? Whose name is the laptop registered to? Has anybody from that discovered images proved to be underage? Can the lack of, oh, hold on, because I'm gonna have to change up some words now. Can the lack of pH, if you want to know what pH means, I will let you know in the comment section, and hand size make a clear determination of conclusion of age? Where within the device files were the images found? Were there any found in Mr. Williams' email inbox? Was Mr. Williams' internet search history research to make a determination to the possibility of these images being downloaded by him? And what IP address made the download of said images? Why was the charge dismissed and recharged again? Clearly the same bond exit for the charge twice, which has raised the total bond amount significantly higher than it was previously. This is a major error which needs to be rectified. Okay, so he sent to his lover, "Good morning, baby. This is April 4th. She replied, "Good morning, lover. I'm going to send your court text to Hannah on Friday because Doug doesn't respond to me. I want to make sure she has them. Hopefully the debate records are ready today." He replied, "Okay, thank you, my love." Now, do you see what I've been saying the whole time? So what do you think about Peppermint Patty? And keep it real, baby. I did get money today. Thanks, baby. And she replied, "She told me she was no longer doing anything on her page about you, and I guess she changed her mind. I would not do it." Oh, so what's going on here? Because I'm trying to place, okay, because I remember Peppermint Patty saying that she wasn't doing any more content. You know, it's just around the same time where Peppermint Patty was saying that she was not going to be doing any more of the phone calls, reviewing the phone calls about him. I'm just trying to put two and two together in my head, so you guys got to help me out. So, because he asked her, "What do you think about Peppermint Patty and keep it real?" And her response, Peanut's response, was, "She told me she was no longer doing anything on her page about you, and I guess she changed your mind. I will not do it. I think the least amount of exposure would be the best." So if you thought the least amount of exposure would be the best, how did it become... I don't get these two. Because she clearly said, "I think the least amount of exposure would be best." So if you thought that, why were you going around on people's channels talking about this whole thing? And she doesn't make sense. I don't know, because clearly we all saw how she was all over the place, and then he was on Peppermint Patty's channel trying to, like, prove his innocence and talking about the case and talking so that we could understand him and what's going on with the Kiss case. Child, I'm not even gonna bust my brain about this, but let's continue. He replied, okay, cool. So she said they play all the calls from March between us. So no, she may try to talk about you and I. It's your choice, babe. And of course, he's writing a whole book. We ain't talking about anything but the Bible. Also, I need you to please understand, all the YouTube personality is petty to me. You're still here riding with me unconditionally, and as long as I understand your character, that's all that matters. And no matter what you had to say on her channel, nobody was going for it anyhow. They already knew how much you cared for me from the beginning. So the one thing I do understand is that she gave me confirmation again that I'll be going home soon no matter what they throw at me. It's obvious. She let it slip out that it's dirty tactics they're using and I'm innocent. She will be there Monday to continue documenting, and I sent a message through you for her, but you didn't send it. I hope you're taking the time to read my messages, and I hope you get the bank statements today to bring us closer. So wait a minute, honey. What did she let slip? Let's run it back. So he said, we ain't talking about nothing but the Bible, honey. He made it clear. We ain't talking about anything but the Bible. Also, I need you to please understand, all the YouTube personality is petty to me. You're still here riding with me unconditionally. And as long as I understand your character, that's all that matters to me. And no matter what you had to say on her channel, nobody was going for it anyhow. They already knew how much you cared for me from the beginning. So the one thing I do understand is that she gave me confirmation again that I'll be going home soon no matter what they throw at me. It's obvious. She let it slip out that it's dirty tactics they're using and I'm innocent. She will be there Monday to continue documenting, and I sent a message through you for her, but you didn't send it. I hope you're taking the time to read my messages, and I hope you get to the bank statements today to bring us closer. So Peppermint Patty is at the court getting documents, looking at documents and stuff, because she be down at that court every day, all day. So she's at the court looking into his case and getting documentation and letting them know what's going on. Can she do that? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, let's continue. I always read everything you send, sometimes twice. But we see why you got to read it twice, honey, because sometimes I have to read it twice or 3 times and maybe 4. But anyway, you matter to me. I'm glad you had a visit and you feel you got something from it. That's what she replied to him. She also said, did she speak on me at the visit? He replied, no, baby. She didn't say anything about you at all. Yes, did get something good out of it. I just got to keep going, baby. I love you. She knows I'm innocent because of you. So, she said, resend the message for Peppermint Patty. And she also said, we got approved for bank records, waiting for the last part. Hey, send me a text telling Hannah and Doug that I am the points of contact for your legal situation, that I am family and should be respected as such. In writing, love you. So she wants Pigpen to tell Doug and Hannah that she's family and to treat her as such. Because obviously Doug is not really, well, at this time, Doug wasn't talking to her like that. So she was like, listen, they need to like talk to me because we're like family. Okay? And that she is the legal contact for this whole situation. Child, you could tell these lawyers did not want to be bothered with her at all. So he replied, to whom it may concern, in the public defender's office, I, Ernest L. Williams, give you know who full consent to deal with my affairs while I'm incarcerated, including but not limited to communication with my attorneys regarding my case with Fulton County. This notice was written April 4th, 2024. I authorize your office to share my information request by Miss You Know Who and to answer any questions she may have on my behalf as I speak with her on a daily basis. Thank you for your cooperation in advance. Pigpen. So that's the letter. And then he said, inform Hannah that I also have a copy version of the same notice that I will bring to court Monday so that she may have as well in writing, giving you authority to communicate with her, etc. This is him again. How long will it take to get the records from the bank since it's all approved? Because when I see Hannah, I want to ask why, with that solid evidence, can she get the case thrown out? And when are you planning to write the judge? And what have you heard, if anything, about the phone records? Tomorrow is Friday. As you already know, I was dogged out the last hearing. So this has got to be a better month than last. I need to know tonight if I'm indicted yet. So she replied, I'll be there. I picked the bank records up in the morning. The bank manager was very helpful and understood the importance of them. You have to speak. I'm in court and ask for a speedy trial on the record. Do not let your attorney silence you. If she does not put on the record, you have to. Make sure you bring your notes and tell her not to let any lie go, to dispute all the lies. Do not concede to the charges. They must request dismiss or indict to disclose all evidence. Do not sit in court and accept defeat. That's what she told him. So he said, I'll be so happy to see you, my love. She replied, I will be in court. I need you to sit up with confidence in your innocence on Monday. If the records prove that what we know, I will ask her to move for dismissal on the charges of January 8th to file a motion tomorrow to be heard Monday. Fingers crossed. He replied, yes, yes, yes. I'm innocent, baby. I love you. Thank you. Happy faces all around. She said, call back. I love you. I love you. I love you. Now, this is April 5th. Good morning, handsome man. Good morning, baby. How is your day going? It's going. I had to order your court records. The branch only has some, but not the one we're looking for. I have March through May 2022. I miss you. Okay, my love, thanks. I know it's coming, baby. I love you. These YouTube females are crazy, mad, and huge ish starters. They are mad that Peppermint Patty is visiting you, getting better video material than them. Lawsuit coming. Let me run it back. Did you guys hear that? Bloggers, did you hear what she said? Let me run it back. She said, I love you. These YouTube females are crazy mad and huge ish starters. They are mad that Peppermint Patty is visiting you, getting better video material than them. Lawsuit is coming. No, honey. No, honey. No, honey. No, honey. Because let me just say this. Her material is not better than phone calls from prison. Her material is not better than phone calls from prison. Phone calls from prison, aka Shay, takes the time to clean up the videos. You get what I'm saying? Clean up the calls so that we can understand. When the other person put out the calls or the videos, it sounds like she was working underground. So no, it's not better. But anyway, this is still April 5th, by the way. He replied, LOL, with a smiley face. I love you so very much. That visit was put today when she came yesterday. And he said, what are you doing? And she replied, trying to ignore the BS. Please call and let me hear your voice. April 6th. Good morning, baby. Everything is going to be okay, my love. I love you. Here's a big, big kiss just for you. Thank you, babe. I woke up missing you. He replied, me too. I miss you a lot. And she said, come hold me. And I'm going to stop it right here. I'll pick up later on. But you guys enjoy this. And let me know if you heard the full thing by putting what? My notebooks in the comment section. I would love to see my notebooks. And I'll talk to you guys later.